guys, this is Sharon Ali from Hunny Walia shows. I am so excited to say that on June 1st of this year, we are celebrating our 1-year anniversary for Hunny Walia shows. And to celebrate that anniversary, we are offering you 1 month free promotional for all your business needs, for any talk shows you'd like to have, to our viewers, all our followers. Take advantage of this wonderful, wonderful offer. Once again, to celebrate our 1-year anniversary with Hunny Walia shows, take advantage of this 1 month free trial to all your business promotions. Thank you so much. Until next time, take care.
I am so fortunate that I was born into a family of musicians.
Okay.
My father himself, Sardar Narinder Singh Banwat, he was a disciple of Ustad Bahadur Singh Ji of Tabla, Punjab Gharana of Tabla. I never got any chance to think about of any other career. So music was like, in the environment. बचपन में क्या होता है कि खेलने का ज़्यादा शौक होता है.
बिल्कुल, हाँ.
ठीक है, तो पापा हमेशा डांट के कि नहीं अब रियाज का टाइम है, रियाज करो आके. So he used to force me to sit. Usually, when I was little, I always feel the urge to keep on singing.
Right.
So whenever I'm, doing chores at home, I'm cooking or I'm driving, either I'm listening to some really, really good music, or I'm singing by myself. Then I'll write a little bit. तो वो ये बोलते हैं कि जिनको गाने का कीड़ा होता है ना, तो they always have the little bit of ability to write something. Leave that habit of doing riyaz. You're gonna feel that okay, आज नहीं किया तो ठीक है, कल कर लूँगी, कल नहीं किया तो परसों कर लूँगी. So you have to be consistent. It doesn't matter if it's a day or night or I'm tired or if I'm sick, unless otherwise there is a real, any kind of emergency in my life, or I'm traveling in the plane. I can't do riyaz in the plane though.
Yeah.
Mehram dila de mahi modega kad muhara.
Hello, Sat Sri Akal, Namaste, Adab. Dosto, मैं हूँ Sharon Ali and you're watching Hunny Walia shows. In today's episode of Through the Eyes of a Woman, we have with us Kamaljeet Gill. Kamaljeet has a PhD in Indian classical music and a Master's of Arts in Music, Vocal and Instrumental. She is a well-renowned musician here in Edmonton and India and surrounding areas. Kamaljeet, thank you so much for being on our show.
Thank you so much for inviting me, Sharon. Thank you so much.
So let's start with Kamaljeet. Tell us about yourself, where you were born and brought up, and has music always been in your family?
I was born in Chandigarh.
Okay.
And I have done all my education from India. Yes, family. I am so fortunate that I was born into a family of musicians.
Okay.
My father himself, Sardar Narinder Singh Banwat, he was a disciple of Ustad Bahadur Singh Ji of Tabla, Punjab Gharana of Tabla. So I never got any chance to think about of any other career. So music was like, in the environment.
Right.
So yeah, and also apart from my dad, all my cousins from my dad's side, they all, sing so good. So I think it's in the genes.
Okay. So you started singing when you were a very young age, or?
I started learning when I was 4.
Oh,
but then my dad saw that, okay, she has some talent of music, so he started teaching me a little bit, and then I started my formal training.
Oh, okay. So when did you start at age 4, and was that your dad that taught you at age 4 at a younger age?
Yes, in the beginning, yes. My dad was the one who started teaching me initially, and then when he saw that, okay, I'm still very much interested and I have good talent of music, so then he started, thinking of giving me some formal kind of training, taking me to a teacher, and then learn it from him.
Oh, nice. And this was how old were you when you started taking formal training?
I think I was 6 years old.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Still at a very young age.
And I'm still learning.
Yes, of course. Yeah. I always say we're always learning, right?
Oh yeah, it's a lifelong journey. You can say that, oh, I have done my doctorate, I'm done with it. No. So you have to keep learning if you wanna, sing perfect.
Absolutely, I agree. Absolutely. So you're recognized as a performing artist at All India Radio in Jalandhar, won several prestigious awards, and performed in several cities in India. How did you gain all this recognition?
It's I would say the credit goes to my dad.
Oh, nice.
Right?
Yeah.
So he was the one when I was little. He was the one who used to force me to sit for practice. And बचपन में क्या होता है कि खेलने का ज़्यादा शौक होता है.
बिल्कुल.
ठीक है, तो पापा हमेशा डांट के कि नहीं अब रियाज का टाइम है, रियाज करो आके. So he used to force me to sit usually when I was little, right?
Yeah.
So जैसे मुझे when I started developing the interest of it, तो मुझे लगा कि I have to practice all by myself. I don't want him to say say that to me कि आओ बैठो रियाज के लिए.
जी जी.
So then I started doing practice on my own, and then that's how like जैसे स्कूल में गए, colleges में गए, so there were several competitions going on. So teachers saw that okay, she has talent, she sings okay, so they should give me a chance to go in the competition and see how I am doing. So that's how like I started gaining the titles and certificates. Yes. Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect. And this is such a great thing for you to have. It's a wonderful background being an artist as well. So आपको कभी ऐसे नहीं लगा कि I missed out on my childhood? कि ऐसे कुछ like friends के साथ मैंने कुछ मस्ती नहीं की?
नहीं, बिल्कुल भी नहीं, because मेरे dad बहुत ज़्यादा, he was a jovial person, he was very jolly person, lively.
Nice. Yeah,
so
yeah.
Friends के साथ तो always enjoy होता था, और father के साथ भी बहुत ज़्यादा मेरा time spent हुआ है. So I never missed anything in my childhood.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah.
That's so nice to hear. Perfect. So tell us about some of the renowned teachers and gurus you have worked with your music.
So far. I have learned. I think you're asking about my teachers whom I've learned from?
Teachers and gurus. Yeah. That you've worked
so
with.
In the beginning, after my dad, so I started learning from Pandit Madan Lal Bali ji.
Okay.
And then I learned from him for like few years, but then he passed away, unfortunately. And then time to time I have learned from Pandit Bhagwan Das Saini ji. Right. Then at school, college level, it was Pankaj Mala ma'am. She was my doctorate guide as well. She was my supervisor. I have done my doctorate only because of her, because she was so good in teaching all those kind of complications and techniques to me in a such easy way that I grasped it so easily. Ratnika Tiwari ji, I have a lot of regard for all my teachers, but she has a special place in my heart.
Yeah.
She has done a lot for me during when I was in college. And then I would say Pankaj Mala ma'am, Ratnika Tiwari ji, Bhupinder Seetal ji, she was my dad's colleague. And then she saw that okay, I sing good, so she wanted to teach me few rags, so she did teach me some little bit of music. Then Dr. Neelam Paul, Mr. Yashpal. And then I did my the traditional Ganda Bandhan ceremony with my teacher, Professor Ustad Baldev Saran Narangji. He just passed away in March, unfortunately, due to some illness. So yeah, but I used to go to India and learn from him every year whenever I used to go to India.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yes,
so all these teachers and gurus you had behind you.
Yes, I have learned from them, and then some are like they have left us forever.
Yes. Yeah.
And but no, their teachings are still alive in me, so I'm learning from whatever they have taught me, and I'm trying to pass it on to my students.
Yeah, absolutely. So आपको ऐसा लगा कि I'm at some point I'm tired of singing, I'm tired of music, I want to do something else, कुछ acting या drama या any other sort of artistic talent?
Music से कभी भी मैं कभी अभी तक तो बोर नहीं हुई हूँ. I always feel the urge to keep on singing.
Right.
So whenever I'm doing chores at home, I'm cooking or I'm driving, either I'm listening to some really really good music, or I'm singing by myself.
Right.
तो music के अलावा वैसे अगर मुझे देखा जाए तो I love doing painting.
Oh, okay.
So I paint a lot.
Okay.
Right? Oil paintings or fabric paints.
Nice.
तो मुझे इस चीज़ का शौक है. Then I'll write a little bit. तो वो ये बोलते हैं कि जिनको गाने का कीड़ा होता है ना, तो they always have the little bit of ability to write something.
Right. Yes, that's true.
तो जिनको लिखने का कीड़ा है उनको गाने का थोड़ा सा जरूर होगा. You will see it. So
बिल्कुल.
Yeah, but अभी तक ऐसा कुछ नहीं हुआ कि that I'm kind of tired of singing and all that.
Yeah.
Hopefully I shouldn't be.
Yeah. I think it's in you. It's in your soul, your body and soul, right?
I don't know anything else to do apart from singing.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's one of the reasons I am not tired of it yet.
Your biggest passion, right? And you're so good at it too. So why would you even think about stopping? So your painting, is that something that stemmed from back in India or when you came here? Or?
No, I used to paint back home too.
Okay.
Yes, I have couple paintings still at back home, and I did small ones here too because I didn't paint for like so many years, so I was totally out of touch.
Right.
So then I thought maybe I should start with a small painting project, and then I'm gonna grow it a little bigger depending upon how much time I have from music and other responsibilities. So,
exactly. So does music take up a lot of your time even up till now?
It does. I mean, apart from teaching, when you're teaching your students, you're working, you have other house responsibilities, and then on top, you have to do your riyaz.
Yes.
You have to maintain that level, whatever level you are at. So once you will drop that level, once you will, I would say that once you will, leave that habit of doing your riyaz, you're gonna feel that, okay, आज नहीं किया तो ठीक है, कल कर लूँगी, कल नहीं किया तो परसों कर लूँगी. So you have to be consistent in it.
Absolutely.
So it does take a lot of my time, and it's for my good. That's how I put it.
Absolutely. So riyaz ke liye, what would you say? Do it how many times a day? Once a day, and what time of day is the best? Would you say, in your opinion?
देखो, मैंने एक कोट पढ़ा था कहीं से. I don't remember the author of the quote. उस पर लिखा था कि practice on the days when you eat.
अच्छा.
So we eat every day, so we have to practice every day. So practice on the days when you eat, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
तो मुझे मुझे ये कोट इतना अच्छा लगा that I keep on telling myself in my mind, so that whenever I feel like अच्छा आज ठंड बहुत ज़्यादा, आज बिस्तर से उठने का मन नहीं कर रहा, oh I should get up, and then I start saying that quote in my mind to my own self.
Yeah, exactly.
So to give a little bit of motivation to myself.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's a day or night, or I'm tired, or if I'm sick, unless otherwise there is a real any kind of emergency in my life, or I'm traveling in the plane. I can't do riyaz in the plane though.
Yeah.
So those are the only times when I don't practice. Until now, still I wake up in the morning. It doesn't matter if I washed my face or no. I'm gonna go downstairs in the basement. I'm gonna start the tanpura and then start doing riyaz.
So how many times a day do you do it?
Once in the morning, definitely. That's for my own self. And उसके बाद फिर जब आपको time लगे आप you can do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Most of the time, morning one, I'm very, very consistent.
Yeah.
But उसके बाद it depends. Whenever I get time, then I just do it.
तो ये भी सभी teacher कह रही है कि morning वाला रियाज is सबसे important. So why is that?
मॉर्निंग रियाज इसलिए इम्पॉर्टेंट है क्योंकि जब मॉर्निंग में हम उठते हैं, हमारे जो गले की जो मसल्स हैं वो रिलैक्स होती हैं. बाहर का एटमॉस्फेयर बहुत काम होता है, राइट? तो उस टाइम पे जब हम रियाज करेंगे, गले की जो मसल्स बनेंगी वो हमेशा उस पर स्टेबल रहेंगी. अच्छा, राइट? और उनको स्टेबल रखने के लिए फिर हमें एवरीडे रियाज करना पड़ता है.
हाँ, बिल्कुल.
ठीक है. तो इसलिए हमें मॉर्निंग का रियाज इज वेरी, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. दे से दैट मॉर्निंग रियाज वी हैव टू डू इट. इट्स लाइक आप कोई और रियाज टाइम का मिस कर सकते हो, पर वो जो मॉर्निंग का है वो आपको करना ही पड़ेगा उस टाइम पे.
बिल्कुल. अच्छा, makes sense. So you prepared students for youth festivals in India. Can you give us some background on that? What kind of youth festivals and students that you were teaching in India, or was it?
Yes, I was teaching. I taught when I started my PhD. I started a full-time job in a school.
Okay.
फिर स्कूल से फिर I went to a little higher school. पहले मैंने छोटे स्कूल से स्टार्ट किया. Then I started working for a school जहाँ पे grade 10, 11, 12 को I used to teach music. And they had a full-time, full credit curriculum there. For music.
Yeah.
फिर उसके बाद before coming to Canada, I worked in DAB College Hoshiarpur for 2 years. And then I was teaching bachelor degree students there, boys and girls. तो मैंने उनको फिर म्यूजिक, हाँ जी, क्योंकि वहाँ पे कॉम्पिटिशन्स वगैरह जब होते हैं, यूथ फेस्टिवल्स होते हैं, पहले कॉलेज लेवल पे होता है, फिर वो इंटर कॉलेज होता है, फिर इंटर यूनिवर्सिटी होता है, फिर नेशनल होता है. तो आई वाज प्रिपेयरिंग स्टूडेंट्स एज पर देयर टैलेंट.
अच्छा. So music is a very, very big thing in India, ना?
It is. Yeah. बिल्कुल.
It's in the temples. It's everywhere. Schools में होता है, temples में होता है.
देखो, म्यूजिक को तो ये बोला गया हमारी संस्कृति में कि वो एक इंसान के जब वो पैदा होता है उसके साथ स्टार्ट होता है. और जब वो इंसान डेथ होती है उसकी, वो तब भी म्यूजिक के साथ ही जाता है. अब जैसे मेरा मतलब है कहने का कि जैसे कोई पैदा हुआ, people start singing and celebrate. And they sing. Right?
Yeah.
So ये तो हो गया. और उसकी पूरी लाइफ जर्नी चलती है. वो बड़ा होता है, he starts learning और singing उसके environment में होता है सुनने के लिए, ठीक है. फिर उसकी शादी होती है, वो भी सिंगिंग के थ्रू होती है, राइट? इतनी सारी सेरेमनीज होती हैं इंडिया में. फिर उसके बाद जब डेथ होती है तो जो एक टर्म है उसको बोलते हैं वैन पाना, जब लोग रोते हैं.
अच्छा.
ये एक टेक्निक है, ये भी सिंगिंग की. तो ये जो टेक्निक है, दिस इज ऑल्सो अ पार्ट ऑफ म्यूजिक.
राइट.
तो इंसान पैदा होता है म्यूजिक के साथ और उसकी डेथ होती है तब भी म्यूजिक के साथ होती है. सो इट्स सच एन इम्पोर्टेंट पार्ट ऑफ आवर लाइफ.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, so you've been a judge for several music competitions at different levels. What kinds of things do you look for when you decide on who will be the winner, who is a very a good artist? What kinds of things do you look for जब judging करती है आप?
जी, तो जजिंग के लिए देखो सबसे ज़्यादा ज़रूरी उस टाइम पर ये होता है कि जो कोई पर्सन गा रहा है, जो परफॉर्म कर रहा है, उसमें उसको सुर ताल की कितनी समझ है, मेन तो ये है।
जी, जी।
उसकी वोकैबुलरी में उसकी प्रोनाउंसिएशन कैसी है, ठीक है। कई लोग अब मैंने बहुत जगह सुना है शब्द एक वर्ड है,
जी जी,
ठीक है, उस शब्द है एक्चुअल में, तो उसको लोग शब्द प्रोनाउंस करते हैं, विच इज रॉन्ग, राइट। ऐसे ही आपको बहुत सारे और वर्ड्स मिलेंगे। एक पंजाबी में एक वर्ड है प्रसाद, राइट, तो आपको प्रसाद नहीं मिलेगा, आपको प्रसाद ही मिलेगा हर जगह।
हाँ, ये भी
तो ये प्रोनाउंसिएशन है, तो हमें प्रोनाउंसिएशन का, मैं एक्चुअली दिस इज माय पर्सनल थिंग, राइट, तो मैं प्रोनाउंसिएशन का भी जरूर ध्यान रखती हूँ। फिर उसमें प्रेजेंटेशन का कितना कॉन्फिडेंस है, हाउ ही और शी इज परफॉर्मिंग, तो ये सब चीजें ध्यान में रख के फिर देन विल डिसाइड। जी जी, क्योंकि एक मैं अकेली तो नहीं होती हूँ, बिकॉज़ देयर इज अ पैनल हु यू नो डिसाइड्स हु इज गोना बी द विनर। तो हम बेसिक जो क्राइटेरिया है वो यही होता है जी, कि उसकी सुरताल की समझ देखो, उसके प्रोनाउंसिएशन देखो, और उसने उसमें क्या क्या स्टाइल यूज किए हैं सिंगिंग में, क्या उसने प्रेजेंट किया, डिपेंडिंग अपॉन व्हाट कैटेगरी ही इज सिंगिंग और शी इज सिंगिंग, तो वो सब चीजें देखकर देन विल डिसाइड।
अगर किसी आर्टिस्ट को ऐसे सुरताल ऐसे ठीक होगा, लेकिन उसका I guess performance is 100%. Is that someone do you think that would move ahead because the performance is 100% and the surtal is okay? Or do you think कि दोनों में?
देखो मेरा ये पर्सनल ओपिनियन है, एंड मैं आई एम प्रीटी श्योर कि जितने भी म्यूजिक रिलेटेड जिन्होंने मेहनत की है, जिन्होंने सीखा है, वो मुझसे एग्री करेंगे। आई वुड से कि 80% आपकी सिंगिंग बेटर चाहिए, जी जी, और 20% आपकी परफॉर्मेंस, क्योंकि एंड ऑफ द डे आपकी सिंगिंग में कितना टैलेंट है, आपके सुरताल में आपको कितनी समझ है, वही काम आएगा। आपकी परफॉर्मेंस शायद वो अगर थोड़ी बहुत 19-20 होगी तो वो चलेगी, पर अगर आपके सुरताल में थोड़ी 19-20 है तो वो थोड़ा मुश्किल हो जाएगा।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, I agree. So you've interviewed great musicians for your PhD research and thesis. So tell us about the interview. What kinds of questions did you ask them for your thesis?
You know, fortunately my PhD thesis was on शास्त्रीय संगीत का अभ्यास एवं उसका स्वरूप।
Okay.
तो that means what is the importance of practice in Indian classical music and what's the technique of practice. तो इस PhD thesis ने मुझे बहुत ज़्यादा हेल्प की है जी। तो मुझे था कि अगर मैं अब 4 साल लगा रही हूँ किसी पढ़ाई के ऊपर, मैं रिसर्च कर रही हूँ, आई हैव डन लॉट ऑफ फील्ड वर्क, तो मुझे था कि मैं कुछ ऐसे क्वेश्चंस पूछूं म्यूजिशियन से जो मुझे हेल्प करें, बिकॉज आई वाज डूइंग इट फॉर माय ओन सेल्फ। तो और टीचर से सुनते आए थे, पापा से सुनते आए थे, जितने भी गुरुजन थे उनसे सुना है कि रियाज करो, रियाज बहुत ज़रूरी है, ऐसे होना चाहिए, ये चीज़ होनी चाहिए रियाज में, यहाँ बैठ के होना चाहिए। तो मुझे था कि ये सब चीज़ें मैं सबसे पूछूं कि क्या कहीं पर कोई म्यूजिशियन इन चीज़ों से डिफर करता है या नहीं करता है। जी जी। तो आई लाइक ऑलवेज आस्क्ड म्यूजिक रिलेटेड क्वेश्चंस टू ऑल ऑफ देम कि रियाज क्या चीज़ है, किसको रियाज बोलते हैं, कैसे होना चाहिए, सिंगिंग में किस चीज़ का रियाज होना चाहिए, डांस में कैसा रियाज ज़रूरी है, जो इंस्ट्रूमेंट बजाते हैं उनके लिए क्या चीज़ ज़रूरी है, और एक बेसिक होता है कि वो सबको करना ही करना है रियाज, चाहे वो कोई डांस करते हैं, चाहे कोई इंस्ट्रूमेंट बजाते हैं, चाहे कोई सिंगिंग करते हैं, तो एक बेसिक रियाज होता है।
बेसिकली
राइट। तो वो चीज़ें मुझे होता था कि मैं ज़रूर पूछूं। फिर मुझे होता था कि मैंने उनसे ये भी पूछा है कि व्हाट काइंड ऑफ यू नो अ पर्सन शुड बी यू नो सिटिंग, व्हाट काइंड ऑफ स्पेस वो कहाँ बैठ के रियाज करे, what kind of place he should be sitting or he should be you know what kind of environment he should be surrounding himself while doing his practice, किस टाइम पे होना चाहिए, मॉर्निंग में, इवनिंग में, आफ्टरनून में, क्योंकि अब कनाडा में मॉर्निंग में रियाज करना बहुत मुश्किल है, because sometimes when like you know one of the family member is sleeping, and I mean it's your you know wake up time, it's so hard to do practice. So some of the times I feel very hard for me to do practice because my husband is sleeping from last night's work, right? तो वो सब चीज़ें मुझे था कि मैं माइंड में मेरे था कि मैंने ये पूछना है. सो दीज आर द क्वेश्चंस आई हैव आस्क्ड ऑल माय म्यूजिशियंस जिनको मैंने इंटरव्यू किया है अपने PhD के लिए.
And the answers that you got from the musicians, did you find that they were somewhat the same या कुछ different था?
All of the answers were same. So जितने musicians ने मुझे जो भी बताया, I have that recorded with me क्योंकि वो रखना होता है रिकॉर्ड करके आपको.
जी जी.
Then you have to compile it in a book shape, right?
Yeah, yeah.
तो सबका जो एक पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू है या ट्रेडिशन मैं बोलूंगी इसको, वो सेम है. किस टाइम पे होना चाहिए, कहाँ बैठ के होना चाहिए, कैसे होना चाहिए, कितनी बार होना चाहिए. So it's all the same.
All the same. Well, that's good to know. Then you're not questioning, ना कि
Exactly, yes.
yeah,
yes.
is this correct or that correct?
बिल्कुल.
Acha, so you came to Canada in 2004. Did you come by yourself or with your family?
No, I came all by myself.
Acha.
Yes.
So what made you come to Canada? What was the decision to
You
come
know,
here?
ये भी this is also like because of my dad. My dad used to go to different countries after his like when he was teaching in the university. He used to go to different countries for teaching purposes.
Okay.
तो जब वो वापस आते थे तो इंडिया में क्या है कि हम बताते थे मेरे लिए अच्छी ड्रेसेस आती थी.
जी जी.
Right? अगर मेरा कुछ और डिमांड होता था कि मुझे ये चीज़ चाहिए तो वो चीज़ आती थी. And dad used to praise a lot about you know यहाँ की countries के लिए कि यहाँ ऐसे है, यहाँ पे आप एक सेकंड के लिए भी रूल ब्रेक नहीं कर सकते. All these kind of things. तो मेरे माइंड में था कि I really want to go some of the countries. एक किसी ना किसी जगह मुझे जाना है. And then I want to see how it is. तो जब मैं कनाडा आई तो मुझे लगा कि दिस इज सिमिलर लाइक चंडीगढ़. मैं तो चंडीगढ़ में पली बड़ी हुई हूँ, मुझे कुछ भी फर्क नहीं लगा. तो मुझे लगा कि ओके इट्स लाइक पेडेस्ट्रियन साइंस, लाइट्स, एवरीथिंग. सिर्फ ये है कि हम वी आर ड्राइविंग ऑन द राइट एंड यहाँ पे हमें सॉरी वहाँ पे लेफ्ट करना है, यहाँ पे राइट करना है, राइट. तो ये बेसिक से ये जो चीज़ें थी ये थोड़ी डिफर थी. बाकी मुझे कुछ ऐसा, मैं टोरंटो आई थी. आई लिव्ड इन टोरंटो फॉर 2 years बिफोर मूविंग टू एडमिंटन. मुझे बिल्कुल भी फर्क नहीं लगा वहाँ पे कि कुछ फर्क है चंडीगढ़ से. तो जब मैं आई थी मुझे यहाँ आके आई स्टिल मिस माय टोरंटो लाइफ.
Oh wow.
Musically.
Yeah, musically.
Right?
I think Toronto में और ज़्यादा music होता है ना.
बहुत music होता है. We never used to sit free for even a single weekend.
Yeah.
कभी किसी के घर पे we are getting together, having music, having fun, right? कभी किसी के घर पे jamming हो रही, कभी मेरे घर पे मेरे friends आ रहे हैं. So Toronto में ऐसे था. तो मुझे अभी कभी कुछ ऐसा फर्क नहीं लगा. तो मुझे जब पापा बताते थे कि बाहर ऐसे है बाहर वैसे, तो मुझे था कि मुझे भी जाना है, मुझे देखना है कैसा है. So I came here and then I just stayed here. I never went back.
तो आपको कुछ struggles नहीं था when you first came? You know, you were alone, like you didn't have any struggles as far as like the little things like finding a place, नौकरी के लिए.
You know, I did came to one of my relatives' house.
Okay, okay.
But then there were some issues with music, regarding music, so they didn't like me doing music too much. So then I thought, okay, this is not a good place for me to, you know, stay. पर मुझे म्यूजिक की वजह से I am so blessed that I never had to struggle anything in my life.
Wow.
म्यूजिक की वजह से. So I got such a circle कि मतलब म्यूजिक टोरंटो में ऐसे था कि मैं जहाँ रहती थी वहाँ पे जब मैं काम पे जाती थी तो मुझे वो घर से लेने आते थे, मुझे अपने स्टोर पे लेके जाते थे. I never used to work there. We used to just you know chill there. Singing करते थे.
Okay.
ठीक है. Sing करते थे, फिर वो मुझे शाम को घर छोड़ने आते थे. और फिर मुझे ऊपर से पे भी करते थे वीकली. तो I was like that kind of blessed person.
That's wonderful.
और वो मुझे contacts कैसे मिले? Only because of my music.
जी जी. That's wonderful.
So I never had to do much struggle. No.
और कभी कोई लोग के इतना struggle होता है ना, when you come here you don't know anybody and you have to start from scratch and you don't know where to go, who to contact ना. So very blessed that way.
Yes, I did work one day at Pizza 73 in Toronto in Trinity Mall. पर जैसे ही वो मुझे फोन आया मेरे किसी फ्रेंड का, मैंने बताया कि मैंने जॉब शुरू की है, पिज्जा है ये 73. तो he said तुम यहाँ पे काम नहीं कर रहे हो, हम लोग आ रहे हैं तुझे पिक करने के लिए. And you are just you know so we will give you work at our own store, so you are not working for anyone else. So you are so talented and all that. So they regarded me for my talent and then मुझे भगवान की दया से कोई struggle नहीं करना पड़ा.
कितना blessed थे आप ना.
बिल्कुल.
It's wonderful. Wonderful. Acha, so you've done a lot of teaching in music since you came to Canada. Where are some of the places that you've been teaching here in Canada? I know you have your own teaching school right now.
I do have my own teaching school and I'm running it since I moved to Edmonton.
Okay.
So since 2007 I'm doing it. But apart from that I did teach at Department of Ethnomusicology at University of Alberta for a few years. But then I quit that job because I had to go to India quite a bit at that time because my mother was there and she was sick, so मुझे काफ़ी बार जाना पड़ता था वहाँ, तो मैंने वो जॉब छोड़ दी थी after like I think 4 or 5 years. But then I taught 10-12 years at गुरुद्वारा मिलवुड्स, वहाँ पे रामगढ़िया खालसा स्कूल है. I taught there as a part-time music teacher there, and I worked at Khalsa School in Edmonton. So for 12 years as a full-time music teacher. तो बस अभी यही है.
So are you still there right now as full-time
I'm not
teacher?
working there. No.
अच्छा. Okay.
अभी तो कोविड है, कोई भी टीच नहीं कर रहा, सब ऑनलाइन है, तो ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है. But no, I left that job last year.
Okay. Wow, it's amazing that you've been so blessed that you started with music and you're continuing with music, even coming to a different country.
Exactly. That's why I said I didn't have to struggle too much. ये है कि definitely there are pros and cons for everything. मुझे म्यूजिक में अपने फील्ड में जॉब जरूर मिली, but then जो उसके remuneration है, जो मुझे वापस मिलता था honorarium, that was not enough. But मुझे ये होता था कि ठीक है, मैं अपने फील्ड से कनेक्टेड हूँ. I'm still doing my own thing. वहाँ पे जब मैं स्कूल में थी, मॉर्निंग में अपना रियाज करती थी, पहले घर से करके जाती थी, फिर वहाँ पे रियाज करती थी. तो there wasn't anyone who was telling me not to do it, कि आपकी आवाज़ ज़्यादा आ रही है, आप इतना मतलब ताने गा रहे हो, ये सब कर रहे हो. तो so सब चीज़ों के pros and cons तो होते हैं, goods and bads, right? So I was okay with the bad of like having less money than having getting more time of practice and being attached to my own profession.
Absolutely. So you performed at large stage level concerts. Where are some of the places you performed here in Edmonton, or even you performed in Vancouver, Los Angeles? Where are some of the places you've performed?
Vancouver Mushtari Begum Music Festival, I performed there. Los Angeles Vasant Festival, वहाँ पे होता है एक every year, so I went there too. Then I performed in Calgary for Ragmala. I performed in Edmonton for Ragmala as well. I performed for Aga Khan Foundation.
Oh, nice.
There are lots of performances,
events and festivals and that, no?
Yes,
keeps happening across the city. That
अभी थोड़ा कुछ बंद हुआ, नहीं तो पहले तो बहुत ज़्यादा मतलब समर में तो बहुत होता था. So you keep on getting notifications about programs, and आपको पता होता था कि यहाँ प्रोग्राम हो रहा है, यहाँ आप गा रहे हो. तो there was a lot of things happening around.
Right.
So I did a lot of performances, lots. मुझे सच बताऊं, मुझे अभी याद भी नहीं है कि मैंने कहाँ परफॉर्म किया.
तो as far as performing, तो आप सिर्फ classical perform करती हैं ना? Do you only do classical?
मेरा देखो मेन जो एरिया है that is classical, but I do sing ghazals.
अच्छा, okay.
हाँ जी, अभी मैंने अभी तो नहीं, I would say few years ago मैंने PCE forum है एडमिंटन में, पाकिस्तान इंजीनियरिंग फोरम, उनके लिए मैंने फैज अहमद फैज की उस पे प्रोग्राम किया था.
Nice.
So I did sang all Urdu ghazals there.
Okay.
Yes, and तो ऐसा नहीं है कि मैं सिर्फ क्लासिकल ही गाती हूँ. क्लासिकल I would love to sing classical all the time, but apart from that I do sing ghazals और पंजाबी folk. कभी
बॉलीवुड नहीं गाएंगे आप?
अगर मौका मिलेगा तो जरूर. कौन छोड़ेगा?
Okay, so I thought maybe you just like, okay, I'm not going to sing Bollywood and that's it, but you have no problem singing Bollywood if you got the chance.
No, I won't.
Say like you're not like, because I know some people are like Bollywood, no, never. I'm not going to sing that.
No, I'm not rigid, that kind of rigid.
Okay.
Music is music, so ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. तो मुझे अगर कभी मौका मिलेगा बॉलीवुड गाने का तो definitely, हाँ, मैं गाती भी हूँ बॉलीवुड सॉन्ग्स, ऐसा नहीं है कि नहीं, but those are very choosy ones, picky ones.
Yeah.
तो इसलिए वो भी उनमें थोड़ा क्लासिकल टच है जो मैं गाती हूँ.
जी.
इस वजह से it's not that I don't. I do.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. Okay, so we talked about your own music school, and it's called KJ Academy of Indian Music.
Yeah.
So with that singing, the vocal singing, is it classical that you start off the students with, or do they ask you, that they tell you they want to learn this song, whether it's classical, Bollywood, Punjabi, whatever it might be, or do you have your own way of teaching?
See, I always ask my students what's their purpose of learning music.
Okay.
Right? So जो उनका purpose होता है, for example, if we have to speak English, what do we need to learn? We need to learn ABCD.
जी.
So हमें कोई भी म्यूजिक गाना है, उसका जो स्टार्ट है वो हमें क्लासिकल से ही करना पड़ता है, क्योंकि फाउंडेशन, इट्स अ फाउंडेशन. सो अगर फाउंडेशन स्ट्रांग होगी तो उसके ऊपर बिल्डिंग आपकी बेटर बनेगी.
बिल्कुल.
राइट. सो अगर किसी भी इंसान ने कुछ भी गाना है, गजल गानी है, पंजाबी गाना है, फोक गाना है, सूफी गाना है, बॉलीवुड गाना है, तो he or she has to start from classical.
Right.
If they want to learn it, for the long run. अभी उनको सिर्फ टाइम पास के लिए करना है या एक दो गाने निकालने हैं, then फिर तो it's a question mark for me.
Yeah, exactly.
I most of the time, that's again my opinion.
Yeah.
There are people out there who might not agree with me on this point, but I don't take those students in my academy who are, they're only for recording a song or so.
And that's it, yeah. So you started with the foundation with the classical part as first, with sargams and alankars.
Yeah.
Okay, and then do you get into rags as well with them, or?
Yes,
and
afterwards.
And then you start whatever they want to practice on, whether it being folk, Punjabi, or Bollywood, or?
पहले I would say that जैसे सरगम्स हुई, अलंकार्स हुए, then you will start with rags.
Okay.
तो rags में भी जैसे categories हैं, जैसे आपने पहले beginning में easy rag से start किया, फिर जैसे जैसे student की knowledge develop होती जा रही है, उसकी understanding develop हो रही है, then you start teaching them other styles of singing which are kind of important for him or her to know.
Right.
जैसे अब ठुमरी है, दादरा है, राइट, बड़ा ख्याल होता है छोटे ख्याल के बाद तो राग्स में, तो इस वजह से I feel that the student should know every bit of all the styles, so that अगर वो कहीं सुन रहा है किसी चीज को, उसको ये ना हो कि ओ मुझे ये चीज का पता नहीं है या मेरे टीचर ने मुझे ये नहीं बताया, तो I feel that it's my obligation, I feel that it's my responsibility for me to teach my student a part of little bit of every style of singing. Yeah,
and like you said, the foundation is so important, no?
It is very important.
Yeah, exactly. So after hearing about all your musical teachings and background, we would love for you to sing us a couple of songs. So you will do that for us, yes?
Definitely, sure. Okay. This is the only thing which I can do anywhere. You will just stop me in a store, you will say, okay, Kamaljeet, do you want to sing for me? I will say, yeah, sure, okay, let's do it.
So we'll just get you to prepare and we'll get you to sing a couple of songs.
Sure, thank you so much.
Perfect. Yes. So Kamaljeet, you'll sing us a Punjabi song and a Hindi song?
Sure, I'll sing a Punjabi song first.
Okay, sounds great.
Mehram dila de mahi कद मुहारा महरम दिला दे माही मोड़ेगा कद मुहारा दिन रात तड़प दे दिन रात तड़प दे अरमान बेशुमारा महरम दिला दे माही मोड़ेगा कद मुहारा यादा दे खंबला के आई हा कोल तेरे सीने दी तड़कना चो सुन दी हा बोल तेरे तेरी ही याद अंदर तेरी ही याद अंदर मैं हर कड़ी गुजारा महरम दिला दे माही मोड़ेगा कद मुहारा दिन रात तड़प दे अरमान बेशुमारा महरम दिला दे माही मोड़ेगा कद मुहारा मोड़ेगा कद मुहारा मोड़ेगा कद मुहारा.
Wow, क्या बात है! That was beautiful.
Thank you so
beautiful.
much.
Very, very nice. Very nice.
Thank
so
you.
soothing. Oh, it's wonderful.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So now you'll sing another one for us?
Sure, I'll sing a Hindi one now.
Sounds great. Okay. You sang it so beautifully.
Thank you so much.
Wow, wow, that was amazing. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And I'm sure our viewers loved that just as much as I did.
Hopefully, yes.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So Kamaljeet, at this point, is there anything you'd like to say to our viewers? Some advice or comments you'd like to make?
You know, I feel that I am no one to give advice to anyone. I'm still myself. I feel I am a student, although I'm teaching. पर फिर भी मैं ये बोलना ज़रूर चाहूँगी कि अच्छे म्यूज़िक को प्रमोट करो, अच्छा म्यूज़िक सुनो, अच्छे आर्टिस्ट्स को प्रमोट करो और म्यूज़िक कोई भी बुरा नहीं है. इट्स जस्ट दैट वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड कि हमें सीख कर अगर हम गाएंगे तो वो ज़्यादा देर तक चलेगा और अगर हम बिना सीखे गाएंगे तो वो फिर सिर्फ इट्स कैन रन ओनली फॉर लिटिल बिट एंड देन यू आर नोवेयर. तो अच्छा म्यूज़िक सुनेंगे, अच्छा म्यूज़िक सीखेंगे, अच्छा म्यूज़िक प्रमोट करेंगे तो आई थिंक हमारी सोसाइटी, हमारा वर्ल्ड, इट्स कैन बी अ ब्यूटीफुल प्लेस.
Wonderful, wonderful comments for our viewers. Kamaljeet, it's been wonderful having you on our show. Thank you so much for sharing your musical journey with us. You've been through so much with your music from India to Canada, and you've been blessed with everything with a beautiful voice and all these wonderful gurus and teachers you've worked with. And once again, thank you for coming on our show and sharing that with us.
Thank you so much for inviting me. Thank you so much.
And to our viewers, thank you so much for all your love and support. To be on Hunny Walia shows, please inbox or message us. For more Hunny Walia shows, log on to our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Until next time, take care.